Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got 1 vs 1 on Blood River. Plus the Praetorian Guard, we've got Vasya Ogryn. And playing as the Salamanders, we've got HUNtington. HUNtington will be opening up with triple scout squads, a tech marine, a forge, and a plasma generator. Whereas Vasya Ogryn is going to go for a couple of irregular sections, a convict squad, generator, and a soldier's mess. So we are, we've got the men of Praetoria versus the Sons of Vulcan. And I must say that in this matchup, I imagine the case is going to be all about the tactical adaptations that these guys can make. I mean, we are seeing the armory from HUNtington, so I assume it's going to be some thunderfire cannons, which kill a lot of the early game infantry for the Praetorian Guard. And then if they take up quite early, they can then get the rapier armor destroyers, should the Praetorians decide to go for a vehicle-heavy composition. And the Praetorian Guard, well, they've got their men, they've got their vehicles, they've got the Blood Axe encampments, should they wish to go for anything. And yeah, they've basically got loads of different tools that they can use to take care of those pesky little cannons and such. But mind you, the Salamanders also do have quite a remarkable roster of what they're called Primaris Marines. So things like the dudes with the guns on the sides of their hands. I can't remember what they're called. Are they called aggressors? I don't know. My knowledge of Primaris isn't exactly amazing, believe it or not. But we shall see how things go as everyone captures their nearest and dearest and such. Lieutenant Colonel, with his wonderful cape, flapping on in the distance, able to provide a lot of support to his men in the form of guides and a temporary fleet of foots and such. It's not what the abilities are called, but that's what they act effectively as. I think an alt bunker as well for defensive reasons. Nicely placed betwixt these two strategic points. Also, any kind of people coming down will get snagged by the heavy cover, or the negative cover, even. Where's this Lieutenant Colonel going? He's off on his own little journey. And an extra journey to boot. It's a little bit of scouting. A little bit of reconnoitering, as some would say. From the fire cannon there is able to take on. Thankfully, he's got commander armor, so not too much damage will come his way. But he now knows that the thunder fire cannons are out, so no need to really go too heavy on the tier 1 infantry. Praetorian Guard's infantry, I'm umming and ahhing about the Praetorian Guard infantry quite often, as sometimes some players will do a really good job with them. If they get their regulars, get them in a nice little firing position, they have to stand still for a little while before they can fire. But when they get that damage output out, they do a remarkable bit of business. But obviously the Thunderfire cannons will kill them stupidly easily and massively outrange them as well. Thankfully the Welsh irregulars scaring away these scouts. The scouts for the Salamanders, again, bringing it back to the tactical flexibility. They've got access to basically everything. They've got missile launchers, sniper rifles, all that good stuff. Even combat shotguns, should the Praetorian Guard want to do a glorious bayonet charge. The side of the Welsh, they've been... Oh no, one Welshman survives. Get back to the valleys. Find safety and succour in those regions. Lieutenant Colonel is engaging in some sort of fight, which I don't know. Is it just to gain vision for the alt bunker? I mean, just one man is scaring these guys away there. So fair enough. Look at him go. Oh, well, never. Yeah, look at him go. Off the screen. Fair enough. Ah. Well, there we are. Well, the one Welshman's capturing the critical location on the right-hand side. The countdown victories are not on at the moment, but an extra bit of green is never a bad idea. Thunder fire does a little bit of damage against the buildings when it hits. But this Lieutenant Colonel, he doesn't care. He's got no chill. He will happily charge headlong into combat. And, I mean, he's not even bobbing and weaving around this Thunderfire cannon, but apparently the targeting servitors of the machine spirit or whatever stuff's going on here is just not working today at the moment. We do also have some scouts coming to the base at the moment. Tier 2 on the way for Vasya Ogryn. Got a couple of plasma generators on the go. Is Tier 2 coming for you as well? Yes, it is indeed. And yeah, it's just a one-man army. Holding back all the Salamander stuff. To be fair, though, Salamanders aren't exactly throwing themselves at the Praetorian Guard. We've got a couple of Thunderfire cannons. One on the right. And... I was running under the assumption you had 2. You've got 1. Did 1 die? I don't think it did. Okay, alright, well, I thought you were just going to have 2. 1 defending this side, 1 defending this side. Take up with your big heavy infantry and then kill things, but no. My lack of map awareness, situational awareness, whatever you want to call it, it's not doing us any favours. Current economy is 98 and 30, compared to 110 and 40. The Praetorian Guard, yeah, I mean, they've basically spent no money on their tier 1 army, just on this dude. And so not much which for them to really spend on apart from just getting their economy upgraded. So the Salamander's making a bit of a mistake not pushing in when they could have. I mean, when they saw that basically only one man was holding off everything, they could have probably thought, right, okay, well, let's just, I don't know, get Force Commander out or something, just to punch things up a bit more. We are going to see a Griffin 4 pattern Chimera. Currently the map control is as even as humanly possible. I see a couple of Orc bunkers as well. Vasya Ogryn might be falling into the trap of playing a bit too defensively for too long. Oh, so not necessarily even defensively, it's more passive, really. I mean, yeah, okay, a couple of Orc bunkers does imply defensive stance. But we all know that 1 or 2 turrets are going to be keeping things back for very long. Got triple scouts. And now that they are in tier 2... Oh no, you need scouts heavy weapon training. Ah, that's an additional problem for you. Seen the Griffins. And that is going to kill the scouts. Got another one over on this side as well. Doesn't do an incredible amount of damage to the Thunderfire cannon. With a 1v1 scenario, it seems like it's doing the business. Razorback coming out for HUNtington. He's looking for an assault cannon just for an increased amount of damage and such. Look at that firing rate. It's going off the charts there. Just sitting in a negative cover. Not where he wants to be. Now, one thing as well to bear in mind is that in Tier 2, the Praetorian Guard do have a lot of access to different kinds of heavy weapons teams. Not as flexible as the Imperial Guard, where you get our heavy weapons teams and then upgrade it however you fancy. They just come out with singular teams, and oh, there we go. We've got 1, we've got 2. One squad's also got a standard bearer in there as well. Here come the rockets. And the anti-tank team take no prisoners. Good lord, that Razorback's quite loud in my listening bits. Have another Razorback on the left-hand side, scaring away the Chimera. Relic has been, well, has lost its listing post, but has not been decapped. It's quite an aggressive play for Vasya Ogryn here. Anti-tank team is moving forward, with plenty of missile launchers coming in from the scouts. One squad wipe and the standard bearer goes down. Second squad also there as well. You don't really want your heavy weapons teams on the front lines. That's 2 squads down for the price of 1 Razorback. Might see a second Razorback go down, but also losing a Griffin as well. Yeah, and the other anti-tank team is down as well. That is not a favourable engagement for the Praetorian Guard whatsoever. Salamanders using their bulk and their girth to just go down the middle. And the Griffin bringing a flanking Lieutenant Colonel. We know where this is going. This one man just sorting everyone out. The Chimera's gone down, but that's not going to stop Lieutenant Colonel from doing anything at all. He's about to send these scouts back to bed with no supper. We've also got a Griffin Mortar in here as well. Look at that. It's just a Lieutenant Colonel. That's what the game's all about. A powerful moustache on a powerful man. That's one thing that the Adepts Astartes don't have. Name one character from the Adepts Astartes with an extremely powerful moustache. That's my question. Yeah, okay, you might see some with a little bit of a moustache and a beard. I mean, Lieutenant Colonel's also rocking a bit of a goatee as well, but look at that overhang on the lip. I imagine drinking a cup of tea will be quite difficult for him, but you know what? They call it a flavour saver for a reason. Right, so HUNtington, fairness. It's also getting some bionics level 2. So that is making me thinks that's when the infantry is going to come out. Got the... Although, interesting choice though, now that we're seeing a mortar heavy carrier, but I mean, are you going to get many vehicles out when you've got this amount of anti-tank teams on the field at the moment? Got a couple of Razorbacks, and you've also got some sneaky scouts sneaking about. Oh, he's going to go right towards these. Yeah, run away as best he can. Good lord. Comes a Forge Guard squad. If memory serves, these are melee combat orientated exclusively. But, I mean, as long as you keep these guys on the move, that's the main thing, I guess. Scouts taking care of the Praetorian vehicles. Got tier 3 coming out for the Salamanders. And just a couple of scouts holding the line here. Take down that Griffin Mortar. There's no infiltration detection for the Praetorians at the moment. Okay, that's all the tanks done. Another Forge Guard squad do have pistols. Okay, fair enough. Starting to bear inspiring the men. Can't break their spirits in their time of need. Anti-tank team. Not built for close combat, but they'll give it a go anyway. And the Forge Guard, look at the size difference. I mean, granted these men are crouching, but still, powerful chain swords. Even Lieutenant Colonel is struggling. Go on, young men, you can survive. Hold that line. Yeah, he's not even wavering. His morale's at full. He's just gonna squeeze the trigger on that last pistol. Throws one last guide on the boys. And he will not retreat whatsoever. Going out like a true hero of the Imperium. I mean, if you can stand up to a Adeptus Astartes, especially of a Salamander's variety, in close combat for even 30 seconds, really that's a win for you. Do you die? Yeah, but you die in glory. Some irregulars with some grenade launchers. What is your function in this unit composition? In fact, what are you going for in general, really? You have got... a Blood Axe encampment ground. So, maybe transitioning over to some orc stuff. Oh, let's kill a can, that's fun. You have the same voice acting. Yes, you do, that's good. That's fun, I like that. Never see enough killer cans. Some of you might be confused as to why Blood Axes are part of the Praetorian roster. As far as I'm aware, the Blood Axe clan of orcs are a lot more like... Well, they're not freebooters, but they are more like mercenaries, willing to sell their skills in battle if anyone could pay them in gold and teeth and whatnot. So that's why they're knocking around. As the British were never shy of hiring the local help, as it were. Killer Khan does not care one iota for these Forge Guard, though. He's looking to slam down on this anvil, which I suppose is kind of the function of an anvil, really. And some Primaris aggressor squads with a beautiful shade of flames on their armour. But the infiltrated scouts still a problem for the Praetorian Guard at the moment. And that Killer Khan accomplished nothing. Had a good time, came out, slapped a building around, but achieved in the grand scheme of things basically bugger all. Some Orc Commanders. Oh, we don't see Orc Commanders. Not much neither. Sneaking around, they've got the Elephant of Surprise. They are cunning but brutal. Looks like they're going to be sneaking up on this Forge Guard squad while they're looking to recap the relic in a moment of apparent peace and quiet. Oh, a cheeky flare. And that is an AoE explosion, I imagine. Look at the patience. Even getting a couple of themselves in the press as well. Very orky, I like that. And here's the big shooters opening fire. Oh, they're all confused. They're all flustered. They know no fear. But they know about bamboozlement. One poor lad having to take a long way back. Also got a rocket in there as well. Big shooters rockets. Apparently they can't get 4 big shooters on the squad anymore, because that would be too much fun. And the Forge Guard fighting where they fancy fit with that Servitor now joining. Well, not Servitor, that Skull Probe joining the ranks. So you can spot him, but the morale's broken, so a little bit of damage will be done. Also firing in the air by the looks of things. Just having a grand old time, aren't they? Forge Guard really struggling here, but they've regained the morale. Low on models at the moment, they've only got 4. But they massively out-damaged the Orc commanders. They're not retreating at all. They think they've got the advantage. Got the power sword on the Forge Guard Sergeant. Commanders now really struggling here. We've got some Salamander deep striking going on. What are you going to be? Alright, it's more Primaris aggressors. Boo, Primaris aggressors. There's a wonderful little scrap going on here. But no, with all your tactics and your flanking fire and such. Ooh, got bomb squigs. That's fun. Oh, let's press the hashtag button. Let's just POV this for a moment. Where are you going? You're... Oh, don't go the other way. Oh, there's more of you. Yes. Excellent. I'm sorry, there's action going on the left-hand side, but we need to see this. We need to witness this. I'm watching from the wrong perspective, aren't I? It's getting more out. It's getting loads out. Go, go, go. Do things. Oh, we can't miss the action. I'm so sorry. We'll just turn around so maybe we can see some distant explosions, I guess. But Salamander's coming in. They've been blown up by the orbital bombardments from the regimental statues. There's a mortar emplacement. We've also got tier 4 on the way as well. Ah, there we go. Yes, we can now do it. Right, okay. Go, Bomber Squigs, go! You can do it just right in the midst of them. Primaris Eradicators. There you go, take that, Matt Ward. And your precious Primaris. What do you got? Almost getting a couple of squad wipes there. Oh, got some Grenadiers. And more Bomber Squigs, yes. How much do Bomber Squigs cost? 50 blue. That's not a bad price. Although they're now wise to your games. They know they're coming in. They can't stop them all. The Bomber Squig that could. He's got minimal health. Get in there. Oh, not quite. That's sad. Oh, well, tier 4's been finished, but will then be unfinished. Which is not ideal. Just seems that Vasya Ogryn is just throwing everything and the kitchen sink at these guys. It's like, oh, this unit isn't used very often. Let's see if we can make it work. You know, I like that. Is it the most optimal plays? No. But is it fun? Yes. And that's what we want in these games, boys and girls. Got some extra starched shirts as well. Just to make sure that the infantry are a little bit more alive and well. Going for some Blood Axe mercs. Quite expensive at 200 blue for what they are. And a Blood Axe Stomper. Oh, right, okay, you've got your tier 4, so gonna get that one out. Not seen a Blood Axe Stomper either. Well, the Praetorian Guard, they have lost a fair bit. About to lose their HQ. Oh no, they're gonna... Oh, they didn't have the option to get the extra starch shirts. Now, ironing is going to be a real problem for these guys now. Got a couple of mortar emplacements for defensive reasons. Got Gatling gun teams rebuilding that HQ. They've just decided to relocate across the river. They've crossed their own Rubicon Primaris. And now they're relying on the natives to do their work for them. Couple of big shooters for these lads. The orbital bombardment's not really hitting with any kind of consistency. Praetorian's got a fair bit of money saved up. The Salamanders, you're spending your money quite well. Got a Predator out. Ooh, let's look at you. We've not seen your model before. Yeah, just a little stomper. Not a big one. We've got a rocket. Yeah. Take that. Huge explosions. Oh, that was a lot of damage as well. Not bad at all. Gotta watch out for the scouts and their missile launchers there. Not these ones, they're practically dead now, but very nice. And the Blood Axe mercs are going to charge straight into the base. Will be confronted by a Predator there. They're going for burners rather than rocket launchers. Oh, you need tier 2. It's what you'll need to get from your company HQ. The Salamanders really need to focus on smacking down this company HQ. Maybe you can ignore this Blood Axe Stomper. You've got your Primaris Eradicators. You've got more multi-melters. In theory, the Blood Axe Stomper will take a good bit. And actually, yeah, really quickly been broken down. But that being said, can also kill the heavy infantry very nicely. Just a little dance. Beautiful stuff. I'll show him. Kills the anti-vehicles, dabs on the haters, and leaves. Not even bothering to elaborate. The HQ is about to be done. Oh, no, it's not about to be done. Have you lost all your builders? Oh, you've got builders down here, but they've just abandoned. Oh, no, you are finished. Oh, you're taking up. Right, ignore me. Ignore me. Haha. So I'm just too excited. Not paying enough attention. Convict's doing a bit of a tweak on the Blood Axe Stomper, just getting him back to full health, I imagine. Predator has held the line here quite nicely there. And his second Predator will do no wrong, although maybe pulling this guy a little bit further back just for repairs. We're not seeing anything else being built up inside the base at the moment. We are seeing a flanking force of Primaris aggressors, but being held back by a couple of Gatling teams. Opening fire on those the Forge Guard squad. Also got some Blood Axe mercs coming on in. Long range rockets right on top of that last remaining dude. Gets sent to the sin bin. And now he's thought, right, well, let's say hello to the Salamanders. Not been in their base for quite some time. Slow meander over. Those will get burnt. Do you have more money? No, you've not got much. You've not really been focusing on your... Oh, you've not even built... Ah, dear. One unfortunate situation. That additional listing post could have gave him a good amount of money over this period of time. But now we're going to defend with another Primaris Eradicator squad. Again, did a lot of damage against the Blood Axe Stomper. But they don't have the survivability against the big rocket. To be fair though, it is a tier 4 unit. You would expect it to be stupid good. Predator about to go down. Got a swarm of Blood Axe troopers coming in. But those flanking scouts and their missile launchers. One volley. A healthy amount of damage considering that they're a tier 1 unit. But I don't think it's going to be enough. They've lost their anvil. And the Eradicators are out. But they need to push through a whole bunch of Blood Axe mercs. I just can't see it, boys and girls, but HUNtington, a skilled player in his own right. If anyone can do it, it's going to be this lad. Do you have more builders anywhere? You don't have more builders. That's unfortunate. So, if the Smithy goes down, all you've got really is your furnace. Eradicator's moving up in the centre. Scout Major able to spot those infiltrated units now. HQ's gone down. And I don't think any more can come from this. Essentially, breaking down the game. It all started off pretty standard. You had your Thunder Fire cannons, you had your Sergeant Major Colonel, whatever his name was, absolutely holding the line as a solo man. And then Vasya Ogryn just said, right, well, sod tactics. I'm going to throw random shit out the wall and see what sticks. And gosh darn it, did things stick. Bomb squigs, Stomper, Commanders with a flanking maneuver. I mean, what's not to love about that? Powerful stuff from powerful players. And that is, I assume that's it. Just going to have a polite conversation as the game closes off. Very nice, very gentlemanly. So there we go. So cheers, boys and girls, for watching at home. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one game a week. My name's been Mr. Lunchshark. Apologies always never short. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.